Chips, a particularly specialized field. Because of the trade friction between China and the United States, into the public eye. In the Huawei saga. When Hayes showed the spare tire. In addition to the excitement, there is a new layer of worry. Which products are we even early preparation? But the technology gap is still big, right? The FPGA. The answer is on the page. FPGA is Programmable Device GAL and PAL Upgrade Chip. It is also a complex logic array that can be programmed autonomously. That is, in digital integrated circuits. We can do it on the hardware. Change the connection and logical unit structure inside the chip. Code writing and software programming. To achieve the purpose of the specific function of the circuit. Simple to say that the FPGA is located in the integrated circuit. It is compared to a Beijing opera mask. Can the audience come to any character they want? We just need to set the FPGA for a specific face. FPGA has another name, Universal Chip. It is widely used in all walks of life. Because FPGA chips are not only more flexible than ASIC. It also has a higher real-time processing performance than the CPU. It can be programmed to achieve different circuit functions. Is currently in China on the Internet of Things, microelectronics, automotive, medical, and important semiconductor devices in aerospace. FPGA chips, which originated in the 1980s, have long been viewed with suspicion. But after decades of continuous improvement and development, in a digital signal, logic programming and arithmetic functions. After a series of technology adoption and function improvement, FPGA chip was favored by the electronic industry in various countries. In the field of FPGA chip to start the earliest, America, the most functional country, is on the cutting edge. Today's global market share in FPGA. American companies such as Ultra and Xilinx have nearly 9,000 technology patents. It has a worldwide market share of up to 90%. In the specific commercial application of specific integrated circuits based on FPGA. They have contributed to the subsequent development of hundreds of domestic and foreign enterprises. Almost all critical technologies are blocked. In contrast, China's development in the FPGA chip field. Not until 2010. The main reason is that some patents of American companies expire. China is racing to register patents. Because FPGA chips are used in a wide range of fields. So the localization of FPGA must go on. We should not hinder the development of China's high-end industries. Until around 2010. As part of the FPGA, patent technology began to expire. Only a few FPGA enterprises adopting forward design have appeared in China. But the global FPGA industry pattern has been determined. Domestic enterprises since its inception. They face a formidable challenge of survival. According to the latest data, the global FPGA market is about $6 billion in 2018. China accounts for more than 30% of the market. Xilinx, Altera, and Lattice almost completely monopolize the Chinese market. The proportion of domestic manufacturers is very low. Although in terms of hardware design, innovation and architecture can bypass the technological blockade imposed by foreign giants. But in high-end ADA software, our country is still heavily dependent on foreign companies. Therefore, it also restricts the development of domestic FPGA industry. This is also true after nearly 20 years of development. Domestic enterprises can only complete the design and manufacture of low-density products. It is far from a high-end product in the hundreds of millions. Take a large phased array system as an example. Different TR components are needed to make up the processing unit. Signal amplification, phase shift, attenuation, etc. Each unit requires an FPGA. In a phased array system, the number of such units is often in the thousands. If you can't do autonomy, in addition to being disciplined in supply, it also brings huge security risks. The second is the biggest target market communication field of FPGA. At present, the world is in the stage of 4G to 5G development. According to Tianfeng Securities data, one 5G base station for FPGA demand almost twice as much as a 4G base station. The value of FPGA is about $1,000 more than that of the 4G base station. With the reconstruction of massive MIMO, Cloud RAN, RRU/BBU, etc., so that the communication industry will go through a long time of optimization and iteration process. According to public information, the leading Chinese company, Purple Light, has invested more than 200 million yuan in scientific research every year. But that compares with $500 million a year spent on research by Xilinx, a global leader. Too far. In the face of foreign enterprises in technology and ecological monopoly. Relying solely on the strength of individual domestic enterprises to achieve FPGA breakthrough. An almost impossible task. In addition to Purple Light Co-Create Enterprises, there are also companies like Zhongke Yihai in China. Its FPGA IP core was developed and manufactured last year. But in general, at present, China has made a great breakthrough in low and medium-end FPGA. But the shortboard is bigger on high-end chips. China's Purple Light Group has tried to buy. Lititz Semiconductor opens the door to high-end FPGA chips. But it was a pity that they failed. Because chip research and development is not overnight. And it will require tens of billions of dollars in research and development. Moreover, there are many kinds of chips that need to be developed in China. Development of FPGA high-end chip. China still has some way to go.